What's going on, everyone? It's Token, and today I'm bringing you all a update video for the channel, as I feel like there's a lot that's been going on that needs to be addressed. There's a lot with the channel, present and future, I want to speak about, and then I also just want to say what's up, because I haven't done anything like this other than just making my standard videos. I haven't just said what's up and spoke to you guys since when I first got my capture card way earlier, I think in like early December. So this is something that's a little overdue, but we are getting it up now. So thank you for tuning into this video. If you even sometimes watch my videos, this is a video that I definitely recommend you sticking through and watching if you enjoy this channel at all. So thank you for tuning in, really do appreciate it. But so let's start out at the beginning. What I wanted to speak about mainly, first and foremost, you probably did notice, if you watch this channel even somewhat, that there hadn't been a video on the channel for about like 5 days, and maybe even longer. I'm not particularly sure, but there hadn't been a video in a while, and you're probably wondering, what's up, Token? What's been going on? Why is there no video? Well, a few things have been going on. One, I transitioned jobs. I finally moved on from my job in the food service industry. I really didn't enjoy the food service industry. I felt like the stability in a food service industry job just really wasn't there, unfortunately. I had worked 3 food service jobs within like 2 years, and I feel like I'm a really good employee. I feel like I put my best foot forth, and the fact that I just kept having to move on from these jobs, I feel like it was more so the jobs than it was me myself, especially considering that my first job I was a teller, and I just was unfortunate. I moved colleges, which I moved states to move colleges, so I was unfortunately had to move on from that job, and that's the only reason I don't still do that. So and I feel like that job, I was a good employee and everything went more well in that, but when I moved into the food service industry, it was just always so much other stuff and all this going on. It just wasn't a right fit for me, and I'm glad I'm finally moving on from the food service industry, because I am transitioning to a job that no longer deals with food service, and I just really think the stability is better, and there's less room to feel stagnant, because I was starting to feel stagnant at the job I was working at. Even though it was a pretty good job, I needed more hours, definitely needed more hours, because I currently don't attend school, so it's easy for me to feel stagnant, considering that I need to be making a good amount of money so that I can eventually pursue going back to school and pretty much afford school on my own, considering that I'm not someone who's lucky enough to have their parents be able to support their school endeavors. Pretty much any money my mom makes goes towards the house. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's the situation I'm in. So I need to be making enough money to where I can really save a decent amount of money, and I wasn't able to do that at my job, considering I was getting even slightly under what some would consider even good part-time hours, and I was actually promised full-time hours during my interview, and when a friend that was working there referred me, all they talked about was full-time hours. Never really materialized, so I thought it was about time I moved on. Didn't want to feel stagnant, and I was just tired of the food service industry, so I'm really glad I'm moving on from that, and the future is looking bright. Moving on from that, the other reason why I hadn't been uploading was because I went 3 full days without Wi-Fi, and there was just a misunderstanding between our payment and Comcast. They, for some reason, thought they didn't receive our payment. We went there, paid them, and they thought they didn't receive it. So just a huge misunderstanding, and they, for some reason, needed 3 days to get this all situated. So unfortunately, we were without Wi-Fi for 3 full days. So there's nothing I pretty much could have done in that scenario. Thankfully, we're no longer dealing with that. Internet's back up, and we're doing fine. But just an unfortunate situation. That was also part of the reason why, considering that even though I was adjusting to my new job and my new work schedule, I do work late afternoon on, so it really wouldn't have been that hard to just wake up early, record a video, eat and record a video. But unfortunately, 3 full days without Wi-Fi, so it wasn't much I could have really done there due to a misunderstanding with our internet provider. Moving on from there, the last reason was well, it's not really a last reason, just also just like I've said previously, I have all these ideas I want for the channel, and I'm just trying to think about how to go about materializing them. But now that I moved on to a job where I will be making more money, do expect a lot of things to, well, not only making more money, but mainly just having consistent hours. I expect a lot more things to be happening on this channel because unfortunately, you need money to do a lot of stuff. My VGC series I'm really proud of because everything about it, the presentation, everything looks nice, and it was because I was able to commission an artist who I really think is a really quality artist. So I really want to commission more stuff for really cool new series and stuff for you guys. I just want to make sure that's exactly the presentation and everything is where I feel comfortable with it. And yeah, so that will get us into some further points later on. But yeah, that's pretty much why there hadn't been a video for those 5 days. So sorry about that, guys, but just some things were going on in life, and it's always good to prioritize life over the channel sometimes, considering that I'm not some huge YouTuber. We're still starting out here and just trying to make some ground. From there though, I wanted to talk about Utah Regionals because Utah Regionals was something I was throwing into videos and just saying every once in a while over the past couple of videos that I did upload. And so you guys probably expected me to be attending Utah Regionals because I was even expecting to be attending Utah Regionals. But going back to me obtaining a new job, I actually had a job interview on Tuesday for this new job, and then I got the job immediately, and they were asked me if I could start immediately, and I've never had a scenario like that. But this is actually a family-owned business, so this is very different from the previous 3 jobs I had, and even my first job when I was working at a credit union. It's just very different from all of those. So they had the ability to just have me start working immediately, and I ended up starting on Thursday, not the Wednesday right after that Tuesday interview, because I had a lot going on Wednesday. But I started on Thursday, and if I would have went to Utah, my initial plan, I would have left Thursday evening, so I would have had to have missed, or like as soon as I got out, well, not as soon as, but it would have been really late on Thursday, and I would have missed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't work Mondays, so I would have missed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of work the day right after my first day. So you guys can probably, from hearing that, you can kind of understand. That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. Doesn't really sound like the brightest idea at all. I even talked it over with my boss, saying that, oh, I had this trip planned, but I know I just started. What's your opinion on it? And she really said that she felt bad that I would have to cancel a trip, but she really would want me there, considering there was a lot that was going to be thrown at me, and I really needed to be there for that. And this is a new job. It's a really good opportunity for me. This is something I had to do. So unfortunately, I had to put VGC to the side, Utah Regionals to the side, and prioritize some real life stuff. So that's unfortunate. That's the main reason I didn't go. But it also, a lot of stuff just started to happen last minute. I was actually going to attend Utah Regionals with my brother. He unfortunately lost PTO for the day. For one of the days we were going to go out there, so then he was no longer going to go, so then the planning kind of fell on me all. Things fell to last minute planning, and that was also a reason because I don't like planning stuff last minute. So the main reason is transitioning jobs and just having just started my job, but there was some other factors in there too as to why I decided this was just bad timing, and it was best that I just maybe look forward to another regionals. I have looked at some prices for Seattle, so there's a chance Seattle, but Utah was like my only chance of maybe salvaging something out of my season. So I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if I'll attend Seattle. I might just save up that money and try to go real hard next season, but I'm not sure I'll like next season's format as much as I like this one's, considering that VGC 16 kind of blindsided me, and I absolutely hated that format. So I'm not sure I want to wait, and then I end up hating the format, and then I end up not really partaking in the circuit at all. So it's a double-edged sword, pretty much, of waiting, but not of the unknown of not knowing I will like next year's format. So who knows? But Seattle's looking pretty affordable as of right now, so we'll see if I decide that. But this time I'll make sure I'm 100% certain before I bring up anything about it on the channel, because not only does it suck getting my own hopes up, it sucks if I got any of your guys' hopes ups, definitely. Moving on from that though, so we discussed why there wasn't any videos, we discussed Utah Regionals. Let's move into the current state of the channel. So the current state of the channel, we have our routines. We have our routines where I try, it doesn't always happen, but I try to have a showdown live on Monday where we build and test a team. or just pretty much showcase the team in a couple of games to showcase how, the strong points and exactly everything about it. Then we take it on to the VGC Battle Spot Ladder in our VGC Climb the Ladder series, and we try to get up at least 4 episodes of using that team. And that's a routine I've adjusted to, and I really do enjoy and like. I'm hoping you guys do enjoy that routine of everything. If there's any improvements you think I can make to that format of going on doing the Showdown live and then bringing the team onto the VGC Battle Spot Ladder, definitely let me know. I'm all ears to improvements, as I just want to continue to provide as best as content as I can for you guys. So any suggestions will definitely be heard out. I have been considering maybe on Sundays, like getting 4 battles with the team, and then on Sunday I evaluate how good I think the team is. But I don't know if the amount of games I would get in just a week is enough to really evaluate how actually good a team is. So I'm not fully sure about that, but if you guys would enjoy that with me, like giving a final grade to the teams I do use in our VGC Climb the Ladder series, that's something I think could be a little fun. And then you guys can evaluate if you want to try to use the team, and I can always leave a pace spin on Sunday when I do evaluate those teams, so you can let me know your opinion on that. Whether you think that's a good idea or not, and then just let me know in general if there's any things you think I can improve with the VGC Climb the Ladder series and just our format of Showdown Live, VGC Climb the Ladder to finish out the week. Other than that, we do still have our Pokemon Light Platinum Nuzlocke. I'm not forgetting about that. We're still going to be rocking out with that, and it will return as of today. An episode should be going up today. If not today, definitely tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow, but maybe today. Things might, excuse me, I might not have time, so just we'll see what happens, but definitely tomorrow. But an episode should be up today. Still rocking out with our Pokemon Light Platinum Nuzlocke. It's a game I wanted to play for so long. I really did want to do a collab, but I didn't really have the I just really didn't. I don't feel like I'm where I need to be at with networking yet with other PokeTubers and everything, so I decided to put that at the back seat until I work a little bit more on myself. I really want to be a little bit more comfortable with where I am from a quality standpoint and a consistency standpoint, mainly that consistency standpoint, before I start approaching other YouTubers and asking them if they want to do collaborations. So I decided it would be best collaborations on Nuzlocke mainly. When I collab on other stuff such as VGC, it's not as hard as collabing on a Nuzlocke is, and there's not so much as like you need to be consistent in that aspect. When I collab with VGC, it's pretty much just like a best of 3 series and stuff like that, so that's much easier to do. But definitely want to make sure my consistency is where I want it at before I start approaching other YouTubers with collaborations idea. Let me know though if you guys would really enjoy more collaboration Nuzlockes rather than just me doing Nuzlockes myself. But I do have a really awesome Nuzlocke idea in the works for later on after we do finish our Pokemon Light Platinum Nuzlocke, so hopefully you guys do end up enjoying that, as I do think I have a pretty fun idea in the works that I can't wait to start for you guys. I've been contemplating a lot of different ideas with VGC, as I know we have our VGC Battle Spot Laddering series, but I really wanted to do more. I did have the VGC Stop That Mon series, which is definitely fun to do and everything, but I don't know how much like counter building in VGC really makes sense, considering that like there's 2 Pokemon on the field, so you can't really ever expect to have like an exact counter to a Pokemon when another Pokemon could be threatening the Pokemon you think is your counter, and it could be a common Pokemon that goes next to your counter. So it's kind of hard to really really have solid counters to Pokemon. So I've just been, I don't know how I've been feeling with Stop That Mon. If you guys really still enjoy Stop That Mon, let me know. I'll continue it, but I've just been feeling really iffy about Stop That Mon, with just like, it's VGC, there's not like literal, like Arcanine's a good counter to Kartana, but if your opponent has like a, I don't even know what Pokemon, oh, if your opponent has a Garchomp next to it, is it really that much of a counter? Garchomp just Tectonic Rages, like you still have to play around the other Pokemon next to him, so it just makes it really tricky and everything. And I never want people to think that I'm like giving exact counters. So, oh, I was having trouble with Kartana, now I have Arcanine, it should automatically help me so much with my Kartana matchup, but at the end of the day, you still have to play around the other Pokemon next to whatever Pokemon that I'm saying is a counter. So I don't know with the Stop That Mon series, so definitely let me know if you guys think I should continue that, what your opinion is on that and everything. Moving on from there, I can't even think of. I'm trying to think of other series and stuff that I had in mind. There was a lot I wanted to speak about. I'm just trying to continue to do it in order. I want to hop from idea in the order I had in my mind, and this is unscripted. So, but yeah, Stop That Mon, obviously something I would enjoy continuing. I'm just not 100% sure on it. Definitely got a lot of. It's a series that gets decent viewership, so definitely something I wouldn't mind continuing. But I just want to make sure that it really makes sense to continue it. I'm just not sure if like is it really helping people. I'd really like to know that. Other than Stop That Mon, we talked about VGC Climbing the Ladder. We talked about the Nuzlocke, and I definitely have another Nuzlocke in the works. I could have sworn there was something else I wanted to speak on. Well, yeah, I guess those are pretty much like the general videos I make. I've been thinking about maybe making discussion videos, maybe videos about, especially if I went to Utah, I was considering making a video about how do people prep for regionals. When do they know when they've done enough testing to know that their team's good enough for that regionals and stuff like that. Just like kind of just getting the ball rolling on a lot of discussion that I don't feel like it's talked about enough in the VGC circuit. But I really would want to get a layout commission for that, and I'd also want to. I feel like I could run out of topics maybe a little quickly, so I don't know how I feel about that. I'll keep that in the back of my mind, but for now, that's more of an idea than an actual something I'm actually thinking about putting into fruition. So there's that. So for the future, what I'm pretty much thinking for the future, league format content. That's what I almost forgot about. League format content. You guys are probably, if you enjoy the league format content I do put on the channel, because I enjoy league format a lot. Second favorite format next to VGC. As of this year, if it's 16, definitely league format. But league format, you're probably wondering where the videos for that have been for the MPL Division 2. But unfortunately, my last 2 games for my opponents ended up for forfeits for both of them. They just didn't get prioritized getting them done, so we were able to snag those forfeit wins, and that put us in a position to where we earned a first round bye for playoffs, and we're in the quarterfinals starting as of this week. So definitely we play Alpha Lycanroc, and I can't remember his team name, but I haven't looked at it in a little bit, unfortunately, so I'll definitely have to look back at that and get some practice games in with a friend. But yeah, we are in quarterfinals, which is extremely exciting, so I'm very excited for that to have made it into playoffs in the first league I've been in as a content creator. Really exciting. But at the end of the day, though, the MPL Division 2 has been really fun, but it does have its flaws. And you guys can maybe have seen my frustrations as to why I went like those 2 weeks where I didn't upload my battles. Because one battle, even though I won, my opponent had Z Happy Hour Jirachi, and that really irked me because I just don't understand people allowing those non-attacking moves in league format. And then my opponent after that, like, literally put 0 effort in prioritizing the game, but was never given a forfeit, and then he finally was able to play, and I hadn't prepped for him because I didn't want to prep and just waste my time knowing we hadn't scheduled any game, and knowing that he's pretty busy, and kind of that he was prioritizing another league. So then he could only play in some small time frame, so then I had to prep like so quickly. I could have prepped longer, but I just wanted to get the game over with at that point, so I prepped in such a small time frame, and then I ended up just not even putting a halfway decent game in. So that really kind of irked me. So there's been some flaws with the MPL division, the MPL in general, that have kind of bothered me. But the main thing is just the fact that it is a showdown league, and as good as showdown is, and as much as still showdown battles are just as fun to watch as regular battles, at the end of the day, regular battles, a Wi-Fi battle would be funner to watch. So I really do want to get into a Wi-Fi league, and I have applied for one, so hopefully I can make it into that. And it doesn't start to be announced date, so I'll keep you guys updated on all of that. Definitely will keep you updated on that. But yeah, I would really prefer to be in a Wi-Fi battling league, so hopefully we can get into that, and then I can put like my maximum effort into that, because I feel like at times I wasn't putting my maximum effort into MPL Division 2, especially because sometimes it wasn't required. Honestly, some of the opponents haven't been the strongest as well, so the competition, it's good when it comes to the better battlers, but when you look at everyone in the league, it's not the highest. But it is the start. It's just the start of our endeavors in the league format, so there's always room to go higher and higher. Moving on from there, though, Yeah, like I said, in the future I wanna be in a Wi-Fi battling league format league. So definitely be on the lookout. I'll keep you guys updated on if any of that's starting or anything like that. And more so as a future, I want to start Twitch streaming more. And you might think, oh, you want to start Twitch streaming because all the advertisement issues and all that going on with YouTube, but that's actually not the reason. The reason I want to start Twitch streaming more is because I want my channel to continue to grow. I actually want YouTube to grow more. And I did a test like Twitch stream just one night, late at night when I couldn't fall asleep, and I actually received so much support, and it was amazing. And a lot of people who were in that chat watching me ended up also subscribing to my YouTube channel. So it showed me so much of how much Twitch can help support your YouTube channel, as well as also be a really fun thing in its own right, because it was really fun to just battle and like just entertain people for a while live, like completely live, and just interact with the chat and everything. So that's something I really want to do. Now that I'm at a job where I'm actually going to be getting the consistent hours that I would prefer, I will be able to get a computer monitor, so I can actually another computer monitor to go with my desktop, so that I can actually Twitch stream the way I want to, so I can actually look at the computer monitor, so I can interact with the chat without having to like look at my phone or something like that, because that's what I would have to do right now. So that's why I haven't really prioritized Twitch streaming as of yet, because I really don't want to do something like that. I want to try to be as professional as I possibly can for you guys. So getting a computer monitor is really high on my priorities in the future. So that's something I will be doing. So expect that from me. But yeah, Twitch streaming is something I really am going to get into doing more. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to start Twitch streaming consistently for you all. So I hope you guys are excited as well for that. And then I think I covered pretty much all the points. I have like some other ideas, but I really don't want to get into now because they're kind of far off. But I have a really cool idea for a league. I feel like I would have to take over full responsibility for it, and I'm not sure my schedule is something that would allow me to do that. So that's why it's still just an idea. But I know I have a really cool, innovative idea for league format that I would love to give a try. So maybe once we start making a little bit more ground in this YouTube race, we can maybe actually try to make that into a reality, as not just an idea floating around in my brain. But as you can see, I have a lot of ideas and stuff that I have had in my head, and it's just trying to make it all happen. I considered maybe making some top 10 videos, just also trying to think of how to go about that, and if you guys would enjoy me doing that. So definitely let me know if you'd enjoy that. And I've also considered making like some other type of innovative videos and stuff for you guys. So just pretty much let me know exactly what you guys want to see from this channel and everything. I'm just here to entertain you guys, but as well as just trying to have fun. Also expect different games to be coming on the channel. As soon as I get my first paycheck from the new job, I'm actually going to buy one of those cords that allows an iPhone to record onto your so that you can record your iPhone screen with your whatever recording software you use. I actually do really want to bring Duel Links onto the channel. I've actually been loving Duel Links. I was a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh as a child, and it's just really brought me back into all those fond memories of playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the past. It definitely has its flaws in the fact that it's not the standard Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's an awesome game, and it's easily the best freemium app I've ever had played in my life. So I want to bring that to the channel, so expect some Duel Links content onto the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If not, that sucks, but it's something I really want to do, so it will be coming to the channel. So expect Duel Links content, and there might be even more than that coming to the channel. Just keep your eyes peeled and we'll see what happens. But I definitely want to bring more and more games to the channel. We'll be trying to explore some of the games that are on Steam as well, and just trying to have a lot of fun with this YouTube endeavor. No reason to box ourselves into doing one thing and be a one-trick pony. We're here to have a lot of fun and just explore everything together. So I hope you guys have been enjoying everything so far. Sorry about the inconsistency and issues as of late, but I pretty much explained why. So thank you guys once again for tuning into this video. I don't want to drag on any longer. I appreciate it, but for now I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Have a good one, you guys. Peace.